Hi guys, it's Wednesday, October 9th, and just want to give you an update on where we're at with some things, take you around and show you some videos. I'll just kind of give you an update on the yard here, how things are looking. It's looking a lot better now. We've got things raked out, and I was able to put the bricks back along the front there. We had most of them removed on this right side. I got the dirt leveled out and covered up the pipes for the most part. That one black poly pipe there I've got still exposed just because I want to know where that is. And so I think we're in pretty good shape here. And then we removed the dead bush and the debris from the dig, got that cleaned up, and buried the pipe that was here. So pipes. All right, only thing I've got left is this water filtration system. I'm trying to get rid of that. It's a perfectly good working Halo 5 water filtration system, but we're not going to use it anymore. It's about 10 years old. Over here, of course, I still have that pile of concrete I got to get rid of. And then this was the stuff from yesterday. I just put some pieces of concrete around it so it'd be easy to see and not fall in. That part here, I think I'm going to probably just come right off this elbow. I'll probably bring another elbow here and come up. Might remove this brick and then just have the black poly go down back and forth with drips for these trees. The other side over there, I'm not gonna do anything with that right now. I think I'm gonna leave it the way it is because it is working. I don't have any leaks over here, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? If it does break, I'll probably do something similar. But anyway, that's where we're at so far. Coming back from the Home Depot here, got some supplies right there, but it's getting cloudy. Pretty cool. It's cooling down. It was like 100 degrees, and now it feels like it's only maybe 90, so that's nice. Got all our materials here. Got some glue, elbow fitting to fit here from 3/4 inch to 1/2 inch. Then I've got a 1/2 inch PVC that I'm gonna bring it up short distance, and then I'm going to convert it from PVC white to black poly, and then from the black poly I'm gonna put a T and run pipe both ways. Yeah, see if that works. Start with cutting the pipe. I got some big old black ants down here, you can see. Hopefully they mind their own business and don't decide to take a nibble on me. Hopefully you can see this. My head's not in the way. My big fat head. There we go. Okay, got that guy. I'm gonna get this. There's another elbow right here, so the pipe has come up, elbowed over. You got this bubbler here, and then it comes across, and then there's another elbow going back down to go across. So they did a lot of this kind of stuff. I think I'm going to try and cut this right here to get it out of the way, or break it maybe. I'll just cut it, maybe. There we go. One piece of pipe out of the way. Nope, I forgot my sandpaper. Be right back. Try to get these shavings out of this pipe. Don't want plastic in there. There we go. That doesn't look too bad. It's cut and cleaned out. Oh, got a little bit still right there. It's a little better. Okay. This glue, you can get two kinds, well, more than that, but one kind is use a primer first and then come back with the glue. This one is hot glue. You can kind of all in one, and it cures real quick. It's got a chemical reaction, so it dries and glues pretty quick. I do a dry fit on this first. Make sure it's gonna fit. Yep. Okay. I also want to, I sanded that pipe coming over. I also want to sand the inside of this. Scratch it up a bit to give it a nice surface to have the glue stick to it. And do the same on the inside of this 1/2 inch side. There we go. All right. I might as well cut this. I don't know exactly how long I'm gonna have it yet, so maybe not. I think I'll just put this piece on first. Wow, that's on there. Be right back. Don't you know that's how it goes? All right. Blue. Get a good glob on this guy in the inside and on the outside of this, all the way around. Put that back, put that on there. Try to get that straight up. There we go. Let that dry for about 2.5 seconds and it should be fine. Actually, this says, wow, tiny, tiny, tiny print, but usually this is like 30 minutes or less. I'll get my glasses and read it in a few and let you know. Okay, so now I have an idea how high I want this. Not very high. I'd like it kind of short because I'm gonna have this guy on top, and then I'm gonna have some black poly here. So probably gonna start with a really short piece here. See what we got. Cut a short piece, made in the USA. Ooh, I like it. Clean that off. I'm gonna clean it out a little with this blade. Okay, hit it with the sandpaper. There's actually, this is for a orbital sander. There's actually better sandpaper for this. It's you can use either the black emery cloth or, believe it or not, the drywall sanding paper that's kind of looks like a checkerboard. It's like crisscross black, like nylon threaded stuff. That works really good for this. But in a pinch, you can use regular sandpaper. I did used to do some irrigation work many, many years ago in the city of Boulder, Colorado, in the city median maintenance department. We did a lot of digging and a lot of irrigation repairs, so learned a few things. All right, so this guy is sanded down pretty good. I'm gonna do a dry fit right there, and then this piece is gonna go on there. Might as well sand this out as well, get this ready. Okay, and that's gonna go like that. And then I'm gonna have I'll push that down tighter, but then I'm gonna have a short piece of black poly right there, because I'd like this to be pretty close to the ground. So yeah, and I got the black poly right here. I've got a cutter for that as well. So let me go ahead and get these guys together. I think first I'm gonna glue this piece on here, and then I will glue these both onto there. I'll do it all at once. Why not? Uh-oh, making a mess. This one, push it in and twist. There we go. Next. Do this guy. Maybe a little bit more kind of sparse on that. Okay, and then the inside of the pipe here. Okay. Stick that in there and twist. There we go. Now, I think we're done with this part of it, as far as the gluing. Let's see here. I can get that cleaned up a little bit. Maybe I can make it worse. Yeah, I can make it worse. Oh well, that'll scrub off later. Okay, let me go get my PVC black poly cutter and I'll be right back. Okay, so I did read the instructions on this, and it says hold it in place for 30 seconds and then it'll dry within 10 minutes. It says it'll be fully cured within 24 hours. But this stuff I've used before, and usually 30 minutes is pretty good for testing it with water. So it's pretty good stuff. I've used it plenty of times. All right, now I've got some black poly pipe here, and I'm going to get a piece out. I've got this handy cutter. These are really neat. It's just a blade basically, and it presses it between the pipe holder. So you get a piece of pipe here, and you just stick it in here and drop it off. There we go, pretty straightforward. This actually does work on PVC as well. You just have to kind of work your way around it, you know, all the way around, put pressure on it and it'll snap. So, but let's get this guy in place. That piece is a little crooked right there. I'm gonna straighten that out. I like to have a 90-degree cut, if possible, as close as straight as possible. That one's not bad. Okay, now I'm gonna put this guy right in here, and in here I think this is about the right length. I want it to be about that far into here, and then same into that side, but we're gonna find out here. There we go. I know my head's in the way. That's pretty good. I think about right. I want it just above the ground. And now what I'll be able to do is basically I'm going to put PVC going that way and that way. I got these neat little bubblers. At the end I'm going to cap it off. Here's a cap. It's going to just go on the end of this. So I'll have one end of this pipe hooked in here, and the other end's going to be out that way, and I'll cap it off with this. In the meantime, for the trees, these little bubblers are pretty nifty. Get one out here. These are like drip lines. If you've ever installed drip lines, where they have a barbed fitting right there. And then this is an adjustable head that you can loosen to have more water come out, or tighten to have less water. The barbed part goes right into the poly pipe. You just press it in and twist it, it goes right in. These guys, bubblers, they'll go from 0 to 13 gallons per hour, so that should be great for the tree. I don't know exactly what I'm going to set it at, but I don't want it to be at just a little drip, but I also don't want to go 13 gallons. So it'll be somewhere in between there. Okay, let's see if we can get some poly pipe cut, laid out. I did also get these stakes. These are like metal stakes that, see if I can get one out of here. So these are metal stakes. It's just going to hold the pipe down into the ground so it won't like flop all over the place, and it'll be a little bit better. All right, so we'll try that. I'm gonna lay some pipe out here and we'll go from there. Wow, that was a pain. So that's the end cap. Presses on. Got a thing that unscrews here in case you want to like flush out the line. I'm going to put this on the end, down there. Just presses on just like the other. I might as well show you. Pretty straightforward. Twist, press. There you go. Maybe I can do this part without getting my head in the way. We will see. Okay, so I'm gonna have a little slack, but not too much. I'm gonna cut this guy right about here. Put it right in here. Good. Got an end cap. I've got the other piece here. I'm going to put this one in here on this side. Good. And I'm going to put an end cap on the other end, and then I can do a pressure test just to make sure we don't have any leaks. All right, so I've got this connected here. I've got the end cap down there, and I have another end cap there. And so I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the water. Let's go see. So exciting. Okay, I'm at the water valve here. And this one, like I said, you can actually, it's electric valve, but you can turn it on by backing off this little bleeder screw. So I'm going to unscrew that. And I can hear the water flowing. Yep, we got water. Water bubbling. That one's bubbling pretty good. Okay, let's go take a peek and see what happens over here. Okay, so looks like right here there's no leaks, and there's no leaks right here. And of course I cut off that pipe, so nothing's happening down there. This line is now full of water right here. Let's go check at the end here. Yeah, that's good. No leaky there. And you'll notice that these bubblers are working here because obviously these are not disconnected at this point. So I could leave them because they're coming from, you know, the right side of this T here. Or I could do the same thing over here. You know, I could run, I could cap it off here, cut it and cap it off, you know, right here, and then have everything above ground. Or I could leave that. I don't know, I'm gonna think about that. Okay, I'm gonna put one of these bubbler heads on here. So hopefully my head's not in the way, but you pierce the line here. And it's barbed, so once it goes in, the barb will hold it in place. Theoretically, there we go. I'm going to unscrew it just a little bit, okay? And I'm actually gonna do all of these guys here right now, and then I'm going to test it and we'll show you. Okay, I've got the bubblers on and I just turned on the water. Oh yeah, this one's sprinkling pretty good. A bit much. I might not have the right kind of, I might not have the right guy. If I can adjust it down like that, that'll be okay. That looks okay. Go down a little bit more. Good. This one's too much. Too much. Okay, let's see. There we go. I think that's good. All right, well, we'll give that a shot right there. I'll fix those later. One thing I'm noticing here is that these guys are watering at a slower rate, like a nice trickle, which is good for long term. Like you could do an hour to maybe 2 hours like that, and it'll soak into the ground nice and slow, okay, like that. But these other ones here, I mean, I could adjust these down, but they're, you know, look at this, it's like it's flooding. So I may not be able to get away with having two kinds, you know, the slow drips like that and these guys, because this would flood. It's already flooding, you can see it. So yeah, I may have to switch them all to this kind. We will see. All right, well, thanks guys, have a good evening. Hope you have a good tomorrow, and we'll see you on the next video.